Hey guys, we're back with another episode of Magic the Gathering Duels of the Planeswalkers 2014! And, I'm Rob.
I'm Nick.
I've missed that range, Rob. So much. It's been a while.
Baer.
I'm Baer. Hi, I'm BaerTaffy. How you doing?
Well, it's a pretty large range, yeah, I'd have to say. That's why I'm an excellent singer. I'm not an excellent singer.
I bet you are, man.
You're actually not that bad.
I would love to be an excellent singer. That'd be great. It'd be these.
You seem like you'd be an opera guy,
I used to. There was,
like Mike Rowe.
I wish that there was a recording of it. There's this time where I took musical theater in high school, and I had to hit like a really high opera note, like something like that.
Perfect.
Even that right there, that was good.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
But I was belting it. It was great. It was hilarious too, because it was a comedy thing too. Oh, good.
Oh.
You know what? Fuck it. Whatever. Let's keep this hand.
0 land, 2 land. That'll do, I guess.
So here's the thing. We were talking about it before, and these guys didn't necessarily agree with me. I am eating lime tortilla chips with creamy spinach dip.
It's really just me. I don't think Baer really said anything bad about it.
No, yeah, I don't. I'm neutral on the stance of lime chips and wait, no, what was it? It was lime chips and sour.
No, it was the chips were the sour thing, or tart thing, and then it was creamy spinach dip. So it's the confluence of creamy plus tart.
Yeah, but creamy isn't even really like a flavor; it's a texture. So you can't just assume things are going to be sweet or bitter when they're creamy. I mean, peanut butter is kind of.
It's got like a savory flavor to it, right?
As far as the acidity is concerned, it's like a base. You know, it's a milky, creamy spinach, and it offsets the tardiness. It's very late.
Right.
But then again, acids and bases don't ever really offset either.
Guys, you know what else is really good creamy?
What?
Dildos.
Yeah, those are always good. You know what I never liked is creamsicles. You guys ever have creamsicles?
They're an acquired taste, I suppose. They're not for everyone.
I kind of like creamsicles.
You just suck the cream right out of the middle and you leave the sickle.
Is there a sickle part to it?
Yeah, I don't think there was.
Yeah, it's a
I
big
think that's
hook.
freezer burn.
No, there's a big hook on it, and you just suck the sickle.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else. There's like, yeah, you do. It's true. It's medical necessity.
It's just a little pop.
Now you gotta suck the sickle. You know what was the best was remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ice creams that kids don't have to...
Oh, you get them from the ice cream truck, flavor. Man.
Yeah, those are the shit, man.
Do ice cream trucks still go around neighborhoods, or is that like a pedophilia fear instilled in the parents now?
I was about to tell a story. I was good friends with my ice cream truck guy when I was younger. Turns out he was a pedophile, went to jail. That's why.
Oh, man.
Ice cream truck guy. Yeah, barely.
You think that'd be like the first thing you screen for when you're looking for a new ice cream truck driver?
It probably works like the taxi cabs though, where there's only a certain amount of medallions and they're just given out or something. What are you doing to me, man?
I gotta do it to somebody, man.
What is this?
And I like you less than Nick. That's what we can deduce from this.
Looking for children to hand cylindrical objects.
Only some of them, man, but those were the best ones. Push-up pops, those are delicious.
The American Rocket Pops, man.
Oh yeah, those are good too.
They actually have like tiered edges to them, so when they go into your butt, it gets a little bit bigger each time.
Oh god,
fantastic!
I know, I've tried.
Of course you have.
What's a rocket pop? I don't think I've ever heard of that.
The American flag pops.
Yeah, it's like the most American ice cream in existence.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It explodes after you finish eating it.
Nick, why
the
so much
creamy filling that explodes in your mouth.
Yep.
So American. I'm gonna skip.
Oh wow, he's got straight up green monster deck going on over there.
He's got 5 lands too.
He does, yeah. That's kind of scary.
I want to shift the topic to a different food-related item, if I could.
Okay,
that's
acceptable?
Okay.
So, what do you guys think about portobello sandwiches, like mushroom sandwiches? Like instead of a burger patty, you have a large bunch of mushrooms in there.
Personally, delicious. I think a portobello mushroom. But it's not a large bunch of mushrooms when I've had a portobello mushroom sandwich. It's
it can be big one cap. Big chunk or not. Yeah.
It's the one big cap as replacing the patty. Holy shit! Baer's got endless ranks of the undead out as well.
I do. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and. You know what? I'm tired of playing the Ohms race. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get things started off. Quick and painful.
All right, so we'll just team up on you then.
Yeah, that'll probably be what happens. I'm all right with that.
Also, it seems like an odd choice to attack that guy since he can kill your creature.
Would it be?
Oh, but
No, he wants me to kill his creature, so he gets back the better one.
I get the token for it, too.
Interesting. Yeah, that's true. That's a good combo.
Yep.
What is the deal with that card? Does it have like a What is that in its chest?
This guy. Oh, those are chests in his chest.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's like a gold nugget.
Ah.
And,
what?
let's go ahead and balance that out.
My game's glitched as hell right now.
Oh,
I
is
just
it?
lost my whole interface.
Whoa. You unlocked the HUD-less magic.
Actually,
okay.
my game glitched for a second too.
No, it's back.
Oh, okay, I'm probably up next.
All right. This is
Flying blind.
You guys good now?
Yeah, good now.
All right. It's weird.
Yeah, very strange.
Oh, man.
Phantom Beast.
So, Barry didn't weigh in on the mushroom sandwich.
Oh, right, yeah, portobello mushroom. The question was that good?
Yeah.
Never had it.
Really?
I'm not a fan of mushrooms in general. They just kind of weird me out.
Why is that?
I kinda
Too much like dicks?
Yeah, I mean, like, mushrooms are equivalent to dicks in the range of my palate's acquisition of flavors.
Well, I mean, okay, so
I was thinking more shape, but yeah, flavors as well. Maybe. I don't know.
to humor that point though, I would think if you had a tall enough mushroom that, say, would be comparable to the size of a penis and you wobbled it back and forth, it'd probably make a similar sound to a penis.
Especially if it was doing it on its own.
They had those in Animal Crossing, didn't they?
Penises?
Giant mushroom penises.
What were they? They were called, like, something-oids. Do you remember that? Anybody play
Penisoids.
Animal Crossing?
I never played too much Animal Crossing, to be totally honest.
Dickoids.
Dickoids, yeah.
Oids for your cock.
Cockoids. That sounds similar, but no, I don't think that was
cockles.
it.
That's a thing.
Pretty good, yeah.
Something can warm your cockles. What part of the bear is the cockles?
The same part where the taffy comes from.
I think that's the beehole.
Yeah, it's
The
all
heart
just,
or the brain? I forget.
it's just this mysterious enigma. I'm not even really sure where it
It's
is
like
anymore.
a gland, right? Like the
Yeah,
taffy
something
gland.
like that. Vampiric
Oh
tour.
my god.
I don't even know what to look for. I'm just kind of looking at my deck. Oh, yeah, that'll work.
Just click whatever lights up, and you're pretty much most of the way there. That's what I do.
Sounds about right. Let's not do anything with that guy. And we'll go ahead and call it good.
Sanzenbacher right.
What language was that?
That's just a person that I heard in my head when Baer said sounds about right.
Oh.
Sanzenbacher.
Yeah,
Sanzenbacher.
Sanzenbacher right is his name.
Is that a Dutch name or a German name?
I believe it's an old Dutch composer, in fact.
Sanzenbacher.
Zanzenbacher.
I believe it's a name of an old wooden ship used in the Civil War era.
Civil War era. Have you guys
You
seen
love
the
a good
second
old
one?
wood chip.
No, and don't tell me about it.
I haven't either. I really need to. I don't know why it's got.
The second what? Civil War?
No, the second. The second Civil War. That would be entertaining.
I wouldn't be entertained by that because it hits a little too close to home for me.
I don't know if it could hit any closer to home.
Yeah, that would be home being hit.
But
made a
mushrooms are
game about that, too.
disgusting. Let's be honest.
Mushrooms are disgusting. I wouldn't
Really?
go.
They're
All of a sudden.
fungus.
I can see. Look, I can feel you on the. Because mushrooms, sometimes I get a little bit weirded out because the texture is just a little bit strange. It almost looks like you're biting into flesh.
Exactly.
And it's weird. But if you cook them properly, actually, okay. So popular streamer on Twitch, Lethal Frag, has a series. He used to be a chef. And
I've seen it. He does that cooking
I didn't
show.
know that.
Yeah, it's great.
It's really good. Yeah, it's actually really interesting.
Yeah, he sets up like 5 or 6 cameras around his kitchen, and he's like super fancy with it too.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he made a mushroom soup. That's the one that I watched. And part of the thing that he was saying was that you have to cook the mushroomy flavor out of mushrooms a little bit. You have to remove that. I forget the proper cooking word for it, but
distill.
Reduce, you fry them in the pan, you get all the juices, and then you make a glaze or something, or you deglaze the pan.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. And then you get all the juices out.
Deglazing the pan, I think, is a part of the process for anything you're cooking. You could be making macaroni and cheese, you still need to deglaze the pan.
Yeah, well, I guess you're calling it like the way you clean it and stuff, but you get the sauce out, the mushroom sauce.
I'll deglaze your pan.
Deglaze that pan. That's a South Park joke, I think.
Is it?
That
the creme
the
glaze,
cooking
they
show
kept talking
episode,
about
yeah.
That was a great
Creme
episode.
fraiche. That was a good one.
Oh, it was the
Fraiche,
creme
right?
fraiche episode. That
Yeah.
You know, I honestly thought after that episode that creme fraiche was just a thing that they made up. Creme fraiche is a totally real thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I had no idea.
You
I
kind
had
of
no idea.
get to that realization after just about any South Park episode that you don't know much about. Is they often research it very well and they pick something that is like fervent throughout the topic, and then you find out later on it's like, oh wow, yeah, that's actually what the people do with that stuff.
They are totally fucking geniuses, by the way. Like
They are.
I want to go see Book of Mormon really bad because I live in New York City, so you know I should.
Oh my god, you need to.
But the thing is, it's always sold out. It is
Still?
always sold. Yeah, it's
Wow.
still constantly sold out. It's insane. They must make so much money off of that show.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Well, they won like every Tony Award for it. It's
Yeah,
insane. Like they
pretty
just
much
go
think-
into Broadway musicals and sweep it clean. It's
Well,
crazy.
They pretty much single-handedly saved Broadway because the thing is, like, being from New York, I'm especially acutely aware of this, of Broadway, because you know it's an important part of being in New York. Okay,
Right.
that Endless Ranks of the Undead is going to get real scary soon. It's already pretty scary, but anyway.
I'm just trying to keep the conversation going so you guys forget I keep getting zombies.
Yeah, but anyway, so I'm like acutely aware of all that stuff. Before that, before Book of Mormon, they were just fucking adapting shitty movies into Broadway music. Like they had like Legally Blonde the musical, and then they made the abysmal Spider-Man musical
Oh,
that
man.
one guy almost
They kept
died.
killing all the Spider-Men, right?
Exactly, yeah. Like the first one, like broke his spine or something, and like it's like the music
really
was by U2, so it wasn't even a musical. It was just like U2 songs with Spider-Man. It was just like, ugh.
Wow.
Book of Mormon comes in, and it's actually a legitimate musical because they really like musicals. Did you know Stephen Sondheim, when they made the South Park movie, Stephen Sondheim watched it, famed Broadway, musical
Yeah,
theater. He wrote them a letter after that and said, "You guys are excellent songwriters."
Huh.
This is from a movie where one of the song's titles is "Kyle's Mom is a Big Fat Bitch." So
That's such a good song. It is, though.
it's a really good song too, yeah. So, it's pretty funny. Oh yeah. There we go.
What we got? What do we got?
I'm just casting that with a
Oh, damn.
kicked it.
That's a 3-3.
Can't be blocked.
Yeah.
That's buffed up, yo. I actually caught the Book of Mormon. It was uploaded in its entirety to YouTube, and I felt like a dirty, dirty scumbag for watching it there. But at the same time, I live somewhere where it's likely not going to show up near me at any time soon, nor would I be able to afford it in the first place. But it's amazing. And I'm sure it would be like so much better seeing it live on the actual stage, but just catching it the way I did, oh my god, it's brilliant. It deserves all the praise. It's so good.
That's part of the reason why I didn't want to watch it that way. Like for two reasons. Firstly, it's totally within my power to watch it being in New York, right?
Right,
So,
yeah.
that would be extra scummy for me to watch it online. And then two, like, I don't know if you guys grew up with theater at all, but there is such a massive difference between watching theater in a theater and watching it just on tape, because on tape it just is
Holy shit.
not real.
All right, hold up.
Oh damn, shit just got double real.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough. Ah boy.
Well,
Well,
let that happen just yet, man.
let me just. So I may continue. So watching it in theater is just a different experience. It just feels different.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
when
for
you
sure.
watch it on a tape, it just doesn't have the same. There's no energy there from the actors. I don't know. It's hard to do. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. No, I completely agree. Like I'm half focused on the conversation now because I'm preventing my own death at the moment. But all right, let's see here. Let's go like this.
Yeah, and I know basically nothing about theater. I have never really
Let's
seen
go
a big
like this.
play, and mostly haven't been interested in it.
You will find that is the opposite once you actually go see your first one, because you'll probably get really into it.
Well, I'm sure I would enjoy Book of Mormon because it's a thing that I would find quite funny.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
other than that, I haven't found a lot of topics that I have anything to relate to at all.
Right. There's a lot of good theater. Well, he's got a 5'5" giant zombie creature. Yep.
Yep.
There it goes.
Yeah, I mean, that was my best attempt to try and knock him down a few pegs before he spiraled completely out of control, so I'm pretty vulnerable now.
Yeah, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. But he doesn't have very much health, so, you know.
I'm pretty weak. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
You have an endless wall of zombies, though.
Yeah.
True that. Oh god, this card is not a good idea at all for me, but I might have to do it.
Alright. Oh, are you gonna kill everything?
Geez. No, but
I'm okay with that. Go ahead. Kill everything.
just take it all down, man.
Take it all.
Just take
Alright,
it
So
all.
that's not an option, obviously.
You know, I want it all. I want it all.
I got
nothing
it,
at all?
got it all.
That is a different song.
That is a Parappa the Rapper song.
I believe it's Parappa the Rappa, actually, Baer.
Oh yeah, sorry, that was wow. That
I
was
believe
really
it's
ignorant of me.
Jammer Lammy, the superior version of Parappa the Rapper.
Oh man, all right. So check it out, Rob. I'd appreciate it if you just didn't kill me. I mean, like,
All right.
look at Nick.
All I want to hear is you get over here. There's no fooling around with deers.
Is that a Parappa the Rapper song?
That's from Jammer Lammy.
Oh god, I played a lot of Parappa the Rapper when I was like 12 years old.
It's time to go back. I want to be 12 again. Let's play those games over.
It was like the first iteration of the Guitar Hero spurt,
pretty much.
man. Like that was the bee's knees back in the day.
Imagine they added DJ Hero support.
Oh god. Bring me a Parappa the Rapper mod that supports the DJ Hero controller. I am on that like white on well steamed rice.
Yeah, I mean, it's inseparable. That's as on it as you can literally be.
Definitely.
Is well-steamed rice more white than regular rice?
It is, actually.
It is, yeah.
Really? Huh. Didn't know that.
It's like 2% whiter.
What about dehydrated rice? Actually, do you guys know how Pringles are made?
Dehydrated potatoes?
Yep.
The guy with the mustache does it.
So, actually, the way that they do it is, so McDonald's,
That's actually,
right?
yeah, Nick is right.
It's on every container of it.
Well, okay, so McDonald's, right? You know how they
Oh.
are only allowed to keep the French fries for 2 hours or whatever under the
Right.
heat lamps, and then they have to throw them away?
I don't believe that.
Well, they don't. They don't. Why are you corrupting that? What are you
Because I
corrupting?
need life, man. I've got 3 health.
You son of a bitch.
I gotta do it.
But hey, does that give you life?
That didn't give
Didn't
you
it?
any life.
Why didn't it do
Yeah.
it?
Oh, okay, so that's like a shitty distraction.
no!
Yeah, so so you killed it just because it was the target, and I guess that supersedes the effect.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Freaking magic, dude. That's the kind of shit that you got pulled on you last time we all played.
Yep. Yeah, no, exactly. I know exactly the feeling that you're feeling right now. Where it's just
All
like,
right.
and people will be in the comments being like, well, that's just magic. It's clear in the rules. It's like, okay, yeah, but that's the kind of
Frog
thing
bank.
that you can only.
No, I'm
But
kidding.
that's the kind
a
of thing
minute.
that you can only understand if you've seen the interaction happen before, right? Like that's not like totally clear which supersedes which effect. You know?
Yeah. Like I didn't even give it a second thought. Like I just saw that and I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna work fine.
Wait,
Yeah.
why couldn't I block there? Also, what's going on?
Why couldn't you block there? That's weird.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Can he
I
block?
could have taken out one of your stupid
Oh,
zombies.
Gloom Widow can only block creatures with
Oh,
flying.
flying. Right.
Yeah.
Gotta read my own cards. That's totally my
Yeah.
fault.
Yeah. So that's the thing that we're like, oh yeah, naturally. But the kind of thing that happened here is like,
Right.
only if you're like a professional level Magic player, and commenters realize that hindsight is 20/20, and often
Exactly,
when you're writing
yeah.
a comment like, well, you could have obviously done this, it's like, no, it's not that obvious, man. Like you're not really thinking about that kind of stuff when you're playing the game.
Yeah, especially if you're trying to keep up a conversation and trying to be funny at the same time as well.
Yeah, desperately.
Yeah.
Desperately, yes.
We are trying so hard to be funny. Laugh at us. Laugh, please.
For the love of God. It's all I have.
Every episode, it's like I've got my foot stuck in a bear trap, essentially, and the only way to get out is to just be funny. That's all I've got. Oh God, everyone died.
Yeah, round one.
Yeah.
Rob just won.
He
I
did
was
it.
talking about being in a bear trap.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You were doing it for me too, I think.
Mm-hmm.
For
Yeah,
my
man.
own sake.
That was a good game.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. It was,
Wow,
that's-
that really struck me out of nowhere. I did not expect it to lose that turn.
Well, I
I
actually didn't even mean to swing at you. I was going to swing at Rob and try to make it like a more balanced one-on-one action, but something
that actually-
happened.
Yeah, I was actually curious why you did that because I was like, that would have been what I had done in your boat where you were assuredly dead.
I essentially shook your hand. I typed GG. In fact, I'm going to do that now. I'm going to type GG
Good
to
work,
Rob,
yeah.
and I allowed you to take the victory.
Well, I will say this to you instead.
OJ.
Hold on, 1 second.
Hashtag didn't do it.
Easy rares.
There you go. That's how I feel about this. Give throws. Can you make the thing?
God, I wish. I always have to like Google search it and copy paste it every time I want to use it.
That's what I do too. I'm so glad that there's like that thing on the internet where people can have this collective culture of like. I think they made like a Forbes article about Diretide and how the internet wanted them to.
Oh man,
Just give.
Forbes is
Did
really
they print
fishing
the
for
ASCII
content
art in the
these
article
days.
in the actual publication?
Oh yeah, that was it. It's so funny too because like I see articles on news like not even just like a shitty blog site. Like I see stuff in like New York Times like Redditor smells vaginas. And it's just like you're just quoting out of Reddit comments. Like man, you
Reddit user KKK for life. Life spelled with a Y, obviously.
Obviously.
What was the? I know this might be offensive, and honestly, me personally, I really dislike 4chan a lot, and that's not the offensive bit, by the way.
Oh wow, I was gonna say that.
4chaners.
Way to disclude like 50% of our viewing audience, Rob. Jeez.
No, okay. It's just that I can't view it. I understand and appreciate that everything on the internet starts at 4chan. I understand that. And I know that the cycle is 4chan, then Reddit, then like, Tumblr.
9gag.
Well,
Facebook,
there's a little bit of overflow into something awful, isn't there?
Yeah, that too, sort of, though.
It's almost a meme to say everything on the internet starts at 4chan. Like, that's a 4chan created meme for the internet.
There you go.
Yeah.
And the cycle ends viciously.
Some things start at Baer. That one did.
Regardless of all
Naturally.
that, despite the fact that I dislike 4chan because I can't browse it because it just hurts me inside. There was this thing that they did that is offensive. Here's the offensive bit that I find kind of funny. Is remember when Mountain Dew had that competition that was like, name our next Mountain Dew brand? Well, 4chan got a hold of that competition and DDoSed the competition and made it so on the Mountain Dew page, the #1 voted thing was Hitler did nothing wrong.
Oh, God.
Can you imagine? Obviously, they got pissed off because, you can't have Mountain Dew Hitler did nothing wrong. But it's just, that one's just so funny because they could have gone like really, really lowball and just said something really racist or something or, whatever.
Imagine they had some legal binding written into the terms of service, like on their pages, like we will definitely use whichever one is top ranked for our next consumer product.
Silly. They're basically upholding accountability across the internet, like that companies should never put something ultimately in the hands of the public.
Absolutely not.
That is the way it will end.
Let's put it to a user vote, said 60-year-old white men in a boardroom.
Well, you can do a straw poll. You give them preordained options and let them choose from that, but don't let them make their own options ever.
To take this into maybe even a more real discussion, it's sort of the argument between direct democracy and a republic like we have and stuff, where people say absolutely it's either one or the other, right? We should just have direct democracy, but the thing is, tyranny of the majority is a very real thing. That's sometimes tyranny of the majority means, 2 wolves and a sheep deciding on what's for dinner, and obviously that's not fair. It's not fair sometimes.
That's why a lot of the rules exist to protect the minorities from the majority.
Right. Yeah. So so it's sort of like a weird place where it's like, yeah, the electoral college system is really shitty because we don't actually matter in the vote. But also, we probably shouldn't let every fucking idiot have the ability to choose who's going to be the leader of the free world, and stuff like that. So,
I think that's a little overly simplistic, but I think it's not the right venue to really talk about this stuff.
Yeah. It's just something that just popped to mind because that's sort of what happened there, right? It's just like, the internet decided that collectively we should just fuck with these people.
Yeah.
And hashtag Rob did nothing wrong. It's true, I didn't. I wonder if I'll get hate I think we've reached the statute of limitations of people who can be upset over Hitler, right? It's been what?
The length of time threshold was passed a long time ago, I thought.
Yeah, probably.
I'm still pretty upset about Hitler. I don't like Hitler at all.
I don't think any of us like him.
Yeah. There are.
Wait, why shouldn't we be upset about him though? I don't understand.
Well, because like you can't make a public like 9/11 joke anymore, or if actually according to South Park you can, because the 10 years passed.
Right.
Actually, by the way, I don't know if you guys knew, since we were talking about South Park, there's a really funny thing where, like 10 years ago, they made this joke. It's like an offhand joke. It wasn't even a major part of an episode, but it was like someone made a 9/11 joke, and they were like, dude, you can't do that. The threshold is 10 years. You have to do 10. It's 10 years, and then you can make the joke, but you can't make it now. 10 years later, they made the joke in reference to that joke, which was just, again, an offhand joke in an episode, but they remembered it, and it was really funny. And they were like, oh yeah, threshold passed. 10 years, you can make jokes.
Huh.
So, I don't know. I found
well,
it
there
fun.
you go.
And I'm
How
like,
did we decide 10 years?
That's South Park.
It's an abstract thing. Oh, yeah, 4chan obviously made the decision.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But I mean,
I think that makes more sense. If you're from New York, you should be able to make the joke.
Yeah, you can make a joke from New York if you're from New York. They're from Colorado, so.
The question is, though, does that extend to the whole state, or is it just you have to live in the city?
That's a tough one.
You had to breathe the dust to be able to make the joke?
To breathe the New York air.
Yeah. Well,
I was just thinking, risking your life with the emphysema and the black lung crap, like if that would be the thing you give, that's your sacrifice to be able to get that joke in return?
That probably wouldn't be that worth it, honestly.
I don't think it is, no.
Yeah, it'd be pretty shitty to have to deal with that.
I mean, in general, we don't really have the permission to make any of these sorts of jokes, given the torrential downpour of negative YouTube comments and thumbs down that we would receive as a response.
Yeah. That's very true, yeah. Although I will say, this has somewhat very little, but perhaps adds more water to me being able to make 9/11 jokes. Not that we made any 9/11 jokes, but anyway, my dad, so he worked at fire department headquarters at the time during 9/11, and it's a big building downtown, and because he was just a deputy inspector, so he wasn't like a firefighter or anything, and he never was, but when that happened, all the main dudes, and he was pretty high up in the fire department at the time, had to go to the war room, which was like a big, defended, like multiple layers of concrete, fucking steel bearing room, but it had a window that looked out on the Twin Towers, so he saw them fall from maybe 10-15 blocks away. Saw the buildings fly, saw the planes fly into the building. So
that's
crazy, man. Yeah, it's insane. So that's weird that this went to this place.
Yeah,
good way to end the episode, I think, right here.
To be told this again. So I guess
thanks for watching Magic.
We'll languish in this depressing, negative atmosphere that we've created for ourselves, and hopefully you guys can find something nice about your day to day.
Yeah.
I feel weird
Initiate
now.
a debate whether or not it's now appropriate to joke about 9/11. That's the goal we had when we started out this recording tonight.
We thought about it. Yeah, it was the first thing. If you go back in the chat log before we started.
Oh no!
That'd be really impressive though if it was.
Starts with me.
Actually, I didn't see all this stuff that you ban Alpaca Patrol, Bod Rockley Smile.
Don't read it, Rob. Oh no, we got to do an outro. Hurry! Say thanks for watching Magic 2014. Bye.
Bye.